I'm here to represent my book, Love is the Answer, God is the Cure. Basically, it's a true life testimony of my life. I've been against all odds. Basically, I've experienced every type of abuse there is from my parents. I've been raped several times. I've gone through foster homes. I went through 14 years of custody battles where I was taken to court 3 to 4 times a year for sole custody. And my daughter was almost killed by a roommate that she got from Craigslist. I wanted to share my testimony with others because I also have a very successful love story. I've also made it, and I am successful thanks to God. I never gave up. One thing was always constant in my life was my faith. When I was 15, I was basically an orphan, and all I had was God and the Virgin Mary as my parents. And I would pray to them. God blessed me with my husband and my family, which is a beautiful love story, my favorite part of the book. And I wanted to share some of the things that I write before the chapters, just to give a little bit of guidance. Basically, I wanted to provide transparency because these themes are something that people find difficult to talk about. And I want people to know that by providing transparency, you can stop the vicious cycle, you can save the next victim, and we can be there for one another. It's no longer my shameful secret, but my vehicle for helping others. So in chapter 2, before the chapter begins, I write, I will always be there for anyone who needs me. I will always be a helping hand or a listening ear because I know what it's like to believe that no one cares. I know what it's like to feel alone, suffocated in your own thoughts. I know just one person can change someone's life. I'm here for anyone that needs me. I'm here for you. Basically, this is the way that I wanted to be here for others. And very important thing that has always guided me in life is to live my life the way that Jesus Christ taught us. Put yourself in other people's shoes. Be very forgiving. I've forgiven all those who have hurt me. Be understanding. Be caring. And I've discovered my purpose in life. Be there for others. And this is what I have to offer. In chapter 10, I write, I'm in competition with no one. I run my own race. I have no desire to play the game of being better than anyone in any way, shape, or form. I just aim to improve, to be better than I was before, one day at a time. That's me, and I am free. I also detail in this book the times that I've gone through struggles, the times that have been difficult for me. But I've managed to get by finding strength in prayer and through support systems like good friends, like my best friend Jennifer. I've been very blessed to run into wonderful people that have helped me along the way because even my sisters were afraid to know me. Also, I want to reach out to those who have been abused, who need someone that can listen to them, that will help out. Because at the beginning, my mother did believe me when I said something at 7 years old. But then she also became an abuser and started beating me. And when I was 15 years old, she took his side. It became a high-profile case in the media called The Case from Hell from the New Times. So if you do Google my name, Aimee Cabo, you'll see 2 high-profile cases that are in this book that talk about when my daughter was killed. You'll see pictures of when she was first attacked because I documented everything. And you'll also see newspaper clippings. Now, in my case, the case from hell, the judge did believe me. But my parents were doctors, and my mother was a genius. And she had the media and the police in the palm of her hands. And then it became a power play between these entities while my mother was fighting to get her children back. Eventually, she did get the children back, even though I exposed this. And they wanted the new judge to set aside the ruling of guilty, but he refused to do so. And as a result, my stepfather, who was in his second year pediatrician, was no longer able to practice anymore. So this is a book that I have to offer. It talks about the challenges that I've been through in life when I turned to drugs, when I was poor, when I didn't have guidance. And it wasn't until I took God seriously and prayed every day that I realized all my blessings. I felt closer to God. My behavior started to change, and I felt better about myself. It took me a while to learn to love myself, but eventually I did. So for me, love was the answer. And I'm sober today. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. God was my cure. Thank you, guys.